Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here for this video. Today, I want to guide you through a meditation for your inner child that's specifically a healing with Mother Mary. So, Mother Mary is actually a beautiful, beautiful spirit guide who considers herself the mother of all, and she is a beautiful, beautiful, loving, motherly energy to work with when healing any inner child wounds. So if that appeals to you, I would ask that you find somewhere comfortable, somewhere safe, somewhere private, where you can sit or lie down to fully relax into this experience. You don't need any tools, but if you'd like them, any kind of crystals that you are drawn to on any of the chakra points that you feel called to connect with for this experience are great tools. I would suggest maybe something green or clear colored on the heart chakra, on that space. But you don't need any tools for this experience, just your body, your breath, and your presence. So if you still need some time to get your space set up, I'd suggest you do that now, as I will be getting right into the meditation. I want you to now relax into your sitting or laying down position and to tilt your head up towards the ceiling. If you haven't already, I would like you to close your eyes and start to tune in to your breath. Don't try to change the rhythm. Tune into it and observe it in a neutral way, not trying to control or change it. I want you now to start breathing in more deeply, in and out. And I will guide you through a few deeper, controlled breaths here. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the exhale. And inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the exhale. And inhale one last time, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold that breath. And finally exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Allow it to ebb and flow in its natural rhythm. You don't have to control the breath right now. You can just let it flow. You might notice that it's deeper than maybe when you started. But know that if you're ever getting pulled out of the experience, all you need to do is focus back in on your heart space and return to that deep breathing. You don't have to count the seconds, but just remember to breathe in deeply and out to reconnect to the present moment. Now that you've connected to your breath, I ask that you tune into your heart space as you relax into the space, as you relax your toes, your feet, moving all the way up your calves, all the way to your knees, up your thighs, moving up your spine, relaxing your whole torso, coming down your arms, relaxing your fingers, relaxing now your neck, moving all the way up to your head, relaxing every part of your body. Now, I want you, while tuning into your heart space, to envision Mother Mary standing in front of you. She may look different for every person, but for me, I know she's usually wearing red. I see her in this beautiful deep red velvet cloak. Her hair is dark black, and her skin is olive. With your consent, she takes off this beautiful, thick velvet cloak and places it over your entire body, covering you, cocooning you in a protective blanket of love, unconditional love. I want you to tune into this feeling of being held, of being safe, being cradled and blanketed in this loving, motherly protection of unconditional love and understanding. I want you to now, imagining your heart space to sink down from your head, down into this portal in the middle of your chest, to imagine the colors inside your heart chakra as you float your consciousness down into that cavern. The cavern will look different for each of you in this space, but I want you to imagine your consciousness entering this space, entering the heart chakra, to see a portal within this cavern. Inside of it, you will find a younger version of yourself, a child, at the age where they needed somebody the most. Mother Mary is already there in your heart chakra with you, standing with your younger self, and you just know that everything will be okay. She motions for you to join her and your younger self as you all head towards a portal of swirling, spinning, glittering light in this cavern. What you'll find at the other side will be unique to every single one of you tuning into this meditation. But it will be somewhere your younger self feels the safest. This could be a real place from your memory or a fictional one, somewhere where your younger self would have felt safe and excited, joyful, curious, whatever it is that your younger self would have wanted to feel. Mother Mary now takes your hand as well as your younger self's hand, and with your permission, of course, guides you both in through the portal. Pay attention to any details you pick up, what this place feels like, what emotions it brings up in you, what it looks like, the climate, the temperature, the feeling, any beings or other people that you see there, and allow yourself to soak in the experience. As I go through, I'm seeing a lot of green sparkling light. And once I walk through the portal, I am just in the most beautiful, fantastical forest, like somewhere that seems like in another life it could have been on Earth, in a more magical version of Earth. I'll give you a few moments to connect to the space, and I want you to feel what emotions does your younger self feel Why does this place call to them? I want you to either speak with them or just connect with them in your heart to find out what about this place, or what does this place make them feel or provide for them that they didn't have when they needed it. What does this environment foster that wasn't fostered for this younger version of yourself? Feel free to speak to Mother Mary for any extra guidance if you're having trouble identifying what you were missing as a child, what your environment was missing to better nourish you, but also with your own wisdom and the wisdom of your own inner child. For me, I know that this environment that I'm in reflects that I was missing expansion and wonder in my environment. I had so much curiosity, so much genuine, childlike, joyous wonder, even when I was, maybe a bit too old, some might say, for a lot of these childlike desires and excitement I've always had. But for me, what I was missing was the ability to expand into, I guess, my weirdness and the things that lit me up inside, that filled me with wonder. And that might not be the same for you, but this is just an example of what your environment could have been missing to better nourish you growing up. Take a few more minutes here before we move on to the next part of this experience. Now that you've identified the frequency that you've been missing, whether it be wonder, joy, safety, play, unconditional love, freedom, whatever it may be, I ask you to invite Mother Mary to join you right beside you if she isn't there already, to help reconnect you with this part of your soul, this part of your being who didn't get what they need. Know that you now can create around yourself, build around yourself the aspects of your environment that were missing for you as a kid, that nourishment that you needed but maybe didn't receive in the way you needed it. And to know that it is not only your responsibility, but it is an honor that you have now to be able to create that environment in your life. Mother Mary invites you to hold hands with this younger version of you. And once again, takes off her cloak or summons it if it wasn't on her already, and puts it around both of you. It's a long, long cloak. She ties it around both of you to connect you to the needs of this part of yourself, to connect you in unconditional love and security. And now, moving forward, you have the ability to create the environment you need for your inner child. Your inner child is safe, you are safe, and you can always come to Mother Mary for healing, for support. And so you and your inner child do not have to feel alone, because you're not in the subtle realms at least. The cloak surrounding you too. Your current self and your younger self begins to glow as your younger self merges in to your current self. That version of you never has to be alone again or do anything alone again, because you are there. You see them, you understand them, and you will always be on their side. Mother Mary now takes your hand and leads you back through the portal of light, right back into your heart space. She gives you a hug, and she wants you to know that you can always call on her anytime you need that mother kind of energy, kind of support, that unconditional love, a shoulder to cry on. She will be there. I ask you now to kind of float back up to your mind, to kind of disengage from the meditation, just so you start feeling your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes as your consciousness leaves this heart cavern. And as Mother Mary exits as well. With your permission, she wants to give you this red velvet cloak to keep forever, that whenever you need it, you can imagine this red cloak of unconditional, loving, motherly protection, of unconditional love, coating you and protecting you whenever you need it, whenever you need to be held. With this knowing and with this loving vibration now encoded into your being, and this new wisdom of how you can continue to heal and nourish your inner child, I want you to start wiggling your fingers and your toes, your arms, your neck, start moving your body around, and when you're ready, open your eyes to greet the day ahead. Thank you so much for joining me here for this meditation. I hope it was supportive to you in your journey, and I hope to see you here on the channel again for more transmissions, meditations, activations, and other spiritual content. Thank you so much for being on the planet at this time, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.